Are you looking for the best pizza cutters in your budget? Well, in today's video, we break down the top 5 best pizza cutters that are available on the market.
I made this list based on their price, quality, durability and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video.
Starting at number 5, we have the Urbanstrive heavy-duty stainless steel pizza cutter. If you like the idea of a rocker-style cutter, but don't have room to store a super long one, this little rocker does the job, albeit with the need to move the cutter across the pizza. It's not a struggle though. It's similar to what you do with a wheel cutter, but with a bit more lifting. The blade on this isn't as sharp as some we tested, but we've found that if all we're cutting is pizza, it doesn't always matter. Unlike the long rockers, this is super easy to use one-handed. While this isn't sharp enough for cutting herbs, it did a fine job with tortillas and would be great for soft foods like fresh pasta or cookies. Of course, if you need a super sharp cutter, it can be sharpened, and the blade guard will keep it safe. This comes with a blade guard for safe storage and is dishwasher safe for easy cleaning when cutting is done. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Joseph Disc Easy Clean Pizza Wheel. We love this style of pizza cutter, and particularly love how well thought out this particular one is. The blade guard is a silicone piece that's integrated into the cutter body. Unsnap it, move it onto the wheel for protection or over the body when the cutter is in use, and snap it into place. The guard isn't an extra piece you need to keep track of, and when it's on top of the body, it adds some cushioning to the top of the cutter. The blade on this isn't as sharp as some we've tested, but we had no trouble getting through thinner thick pizzas, and of course, it can be sharpened. The other design feature we loved is the way it comes apart. Just tug on the blade and it comes out of the body so it can be cleaned. Then toss it in the dishwasher, or wash by hand. The blade snaps back in just as easily when cleaning is done. This did a fine job with thick or thin pizza, as well as quesadillas. We've also used this style of cutter for bar cookies, brownies, and more. At number 3, we have the Dreamfarm Scizza Pizza Scissors. While buying a pair of specialty scissors made for cutting pizza might seem just a little bit extravagant, these scissors have one major benefit over other styles of cutters. The familiar scissors action slices neatly through crust and toppings, without putting pressure on the pan or plate below, so you'll never scratch your pizza pan, mar your favorite pizza stone, or crack your favorite serving plate. They can be used on any surface, including on delicate non-stick pizza pans or serving platters, so you don't have to transfer your pizza to a cutting board for portioning. These scissors are designed so that the bottom blade slides easily under the pizza, with a non-stick shoe that protects the surface below. That non-stick shoe is heat-safe to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so you don't need to worry about it melting when it makes contact with the hot pizza or pan. We enjoyed using them for thin crust, minimally topped pizzas, more than a thick or loaded pizza, as the pizza needs to be lifted a bit during cutting, and the thicker pizzas tended to get awkward and messy. These scissors can also be used for slicing any thin breads, like focaccia or tortillas. We particularly liked it for cutting plain tortillas before making chips, as well as cutting quesadillas. However, the blades aren't as sharp as our regular kitchen shears, so you might not be grabbing these for other kitchen tasks. At number 2, we have the Cookworks Stainless Steel Rocker-Style Pizza Cutter. Made from a single piece of metal with no hinges, joints, or moving parts, there's very little that could damage this cutter. The handle is sturdy and comfortable to grip. The rolled top edge provides a firm handhold anywhere along the top of the cutter, and keeps both hands away from the blade. At 11 inches long, it sliced easily through smaller pizzas with one motion, and sliced through larger pies with just one move to a new position. We cut through both thick and thin pizza with just 2 quick cuts. This one isn't as sharp as it could be, but since it doesn't have a blade guard, that might be a good thing. If you wanted to, this could be sharpened using a knife sharpener. Even though it's technically just a big long blade, it felt less precarious than some rolling pizza cutters, because it's easier to maintain control. The length can be an issue when storing, especially with the blade out, but it will fit in most kitchen drawers. Definitely keep this option away from any kids in the kitchen. For easy cleaning, this is dishwasher safe, but it's just as easy to wipe the blade clean while you're washing your knives. Because of the way the handle is rolled, there's space where food could become lodged, but it should be just as easy to clean it out. Not only is this excellent for thick crust pizza, it would also be great for brownies or other baked goods. And finally at number 1, we have the OXO Good Grips 4-inch pizza wheel and cutter. This cutter is a very familiar style, with a sharp 4-inch wheel that can cut through thin or thick pizzas, whether they have a crisp or chewy crust. If you own other OXO Good Grips tools, you know how easy they are to care for. Just toss them in the dishwasher and put them away once they're clean. This pizza cutter is no exception. Even if you choose to hand wash it, it's a breeze. There isn't a blade guard, so be careful when grabbing it out of storage or the dishwasher. A die-cast thumb guard keeps your finger out of the way of the blade and allows you to apply extra pressure while cutting. And when it came to testing, we appreciated the sturdiness of the blade and the comfortable grip while not having to worry about getting sliced thanks to the guard. Although to be honest, our fingers didn't slip close to the guard because we had a good grip on the handle, which is similar to those on other OXO tools, with a large, soft grip that's easy to hold onto even if your hands are wet or greasy. We were able to slice through a thin crust pizza with ease, but when cutting a thicker pizza, it took a couple of passes, or a little more pressure, to get through to the bottom. It wasn't a struggle though, but if the blade were a bit sharper, we don't think thicker pizzas would be an issue. When pizza making is done, this will also come in handy for cutting pastry or pasta dough, as well as other types of thin breads.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make sure a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.